5, 4, 3, 2. Get off your phone, Dan.
Yeah, Dan, get off your phone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Fuck it.
What up, everybody?
So we good? We live?
Yeah.
That's what the countdown was for.
We all live in this motherfucker. Well, I counted to 5, and then we waited another 5 seconds. So. Countdowns are useless in this universe.
Unless it says Y2J.
This WWE. What?
That was great.
Break the walls down.
That was one of like the best moments of my life back then. Because that's when you didn't have the internet, and it's like, I know Jericho's coming. It's like, it could be him, but who knows? And then
Right. Good
He's
stuff.
the first traitor.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Motherfucking One Pinfall Podcast. I am your faithful talkie guy, fucking Ricky. What's up? How you doing? This is Daniel. This is John.
A.
And we're here to bitch about wrestling. And you're here to hopefully listen for more than 5 minutes. Watch, comment, say what up. We want to hear your input too. And all that jazz.
We definitely need your input.
Talk to us, please.
Right.
Somebody please talk to us.
This is our friend group right here, so we kind of want to spurge out and get
said
more.
spurge.
I do. Better than splooge, right?
All right, well, you said it anyways.
All right. FCC won't let me be.
If everybody has like their volume turned down on everything on their phone.
Sorry, I had a little bit of volume.
Okay,
Put your phone down, Ricky.
I hear a delay in the stream. I was like, oh no.
I heard it too, and I was just like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, it's just me and Randy Orton hearing voices in my head.
It's actually me being artistic. I'm experimenting with weird doubled overtones with podcasting. I'm trying to take this shit to a new level, guys.
I can bring my auto-tune machine.
What is that? My auto-tune?
Yeah,
I can T-Pain this bitch.
I can make that happen.
Dude, I would
can
love
make that
that.
happen.
I feel we would
One
be
Pinfall podcast will be making a rap video.
not to continuously always talk about other people's podcasts on my own podcast, but Hannibal Buress has a podcast.
Well, that's how we get recognition.
Yeah.
Maybe they eventually.
I haven't heard it yet. I haven't seen it either.
It's awesome because he does it with his DJ Tony Trim, and yeah, dude,
What cute name.
and he has a whole drop board with a drum machine. They can auto-tune each other's voices, do any voice augmentation he wants. Plus, they have theremins.
I was gonna say, is a theremin.
Yeah, and the theremin is. Do you know what the theremin is?
I do not.
So the theremin is this weird Soviet era 80s instrument that they made, and you literally raise your hand above it,
Yeah.
and it makes these weird as you move your hand it changes it and shit. So they have
Oh, back then it must have been really freaky to people.
2 of those. But so when they do all those really boring MeUndies commercials, whatever the fuck that every podcast does, they make beats and he raps a little song about it over with the theremin and the drums and shit. It's good stuff.
This is an old theremin right here. There's just a couple of things that he puts his hand between. And it just.
Oh, yeah. Whenever I've seen those
they
things, I
use
think
it-
someone's,
I think it's-
five-knuckle shuffling.
I think it's the Futurama theme song uses the theremin. I
Oh,
think.
does he?
No, maybe I'm thinking of another.
Dun 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 dun.
Anyways, Nick says it was Star Trek. That would make sense.
Yeah, and my brother has nothing better to do on a Thursday night but listen. No,
Listen, will you stop fucking shitting on the one person who listens to us regularly?
I'm waiting for a comment to come up about something.
God
like that.
fucking
I'm versed
damn
him
it.
in fantasy football this week, so he's kind of my enemy right
Yeah, I hope you win, Nick.
now. Hey, he's probably
I
going
hope
to.
you
My
win,
team sucks this year.
Dan's a negative
I won 2
fucking
years in a row.
Nancy.
My team sucks. Let's get back to what this podcast is about. Wrestling.
Survivor Series, Dan. Kick us off.
Oh, Survivor Series. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Very indicative of how Survivor Series went.
Follow the flow, because that's how shitty it
Flush
was.
the toilet.
No, Survivor Series. I was hoping for it to be good. It came up subpar for me. A lot of things I did not like and everything, and some of the matches were just terrible. Like the women's match was god awful. I was like, and you know, I'm not saying it's because they just don't wrestle with each other that much. So it's like, you know, Sasha Banks hasn't wrestled Becky Lynch in like a year.
Right.
Hasn't wrestled Carmella. I mean,
Charlotte
even Natalya and Charlotte looked like they were off with the other person. So it's like, it sucks when that happens. Like, I didn't see that much with the men, wrestling the men, but I'm not saying anything bad about the women. It's just like, match sucked. And even the women that I was expecting to be good weren't. But it went exactly how I expected.
I feel
Raw
like Becky
won.
had a decent
but
showing in that
she
one.
got knocked out so fast.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Becky, but I love Becky as a wrestler.
I never
You know,
got...
it's not the divas anymore to me where I'm like, oh, she's the hottest. She's actually a good wrestler, and it's like, why do you...
She's got a good attitude, too. It's like...
well, that's the problem.
It's almost,
she can take a loss and be happy.
She's almost what they need to do with Bayley. You know what I mean? She can still be that fan favorite, but she needs to have... I don't know,
Bayley needs to go
panache.
Bayley needs
panache. I said panache.
But as far as the match, I'm not surprised that the women's division won. I didn't. Who was going to beat Asuka?
A to an F. What do you give it?
D plus.
D plus.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They're still passing.
Oh yeah, they're
going to have to do better for the next 3 semesters.
Oh wait, I don't even know why I said Charlotte, because Charlotte was in her own match with Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
And that match, I was actually surprised about. Bliss actually held up, I thought, pretty well, and they must have worked together before.
And without her having to pull a bunch of cheap shit to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
and I mean, we all knew Alexa was going to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, you and me both knew that Raw was going to win like the battle overall, and we basically knew which matches it was going to be like. Yeah, Raw wins this, SmackDown wins that one, because it doesn't matter. I was surprised, though, about, not to jump, but we're going to kind of jump around
do it,
and everything, but...
you know us, we can't stay
I was surprised about
subject.
Baron Corbin beating The Miz.
Beating The Miz?
Yeah.
I
didn't know The Miz was going to be taking time off.
Yeah, see,
Not at all.
I knew about the Marine thing, the new Marine movie and shit, so I knew he was going to need to disappear.
I gave
for a
up
while.
on the whole WWE Studios films after Marine, the first one.
That was just reading around on the internet and shit. Although I got a buddy, Ted.
Triple H one was pretty good.
Ted, what's the deal, my dude? He gives me a bunch of good wrestling lowdown and whatnot.
Oh.
So...
You have
that's another
source?
reason. That's another reason why I knew about the whole Miz thing.
Yeah.
And plus, like, I feel like
aren't you
him
surprised?
losing his money in the. I wasn't really. I feel like him losing his money in the bank contract was supposed to be
punishment.
If you listen to him in interviews, he's always saying he's got an ego and he needs to get checked. And I feel like that was his check. And he must have accepted it humbly and didn't complain. And I feel like now they're kind of like, okay, this is what we were going to give you. Like, keep playing the game the right way. You know what I mean?
Now, see, I think they gave it to Baron Corbin strictly because The Miz is leaving.
I
They
think
hate
he would?
Baron Corbin. Still,
I don't think he would have walked away with that belt had The Miz not been leaving either. But I can't 100% say that. Do you?
Yeah.
You weren't getting a little bit bored with The Miz and the Intercontinental title?
The Miz has been the best heel still. Well, and now that he's gone, I was like, who's going to take his place? But no, I mean, not to jump to Raw this past week or 2 weeks ago, but it's like I was surprised by it, and I really thought that Corbin was going to lose this match. And I mean, but still, I mean, I love Corbin too. Corbin is one of my favorite guys on SmackDown, and I really like him as a wrestler.
I don't love Corbin.
Yeah, I know exactly.
There's much,
and
to
that's
be
why it's
desired
weird
with
because
Corbin.
it's like you were expecting it because I feel like they're still holding him back. The U.S. title doesn't mean shit. Not on SmackDown because the championship match is always available, or the champion is always available. He's not Brock Lesnar coming once every 4 months.
Yeah, true.
That's why they're making the Intercontinental title now on Raw so important by giving it to dipshit.
It's prestigious,
It's
Dan.
fucking ridiculous.
It's fucking prestigious.
That's what it is. I was so pissed off, but once
Just
I
my
found
wife.
out,
My wife is just always making fun of me whenever the Intercontinental belt comes on TV.
it's
She's
not
like,
Intercontinental.
It's not Intercontinental. It's too fucking. I'm like, that guy's Canadian. She's like,
Right?
yeah, same continent.
But so as we move on, I was surprised by the Baron Corbin match. Let's see, New Day and the Shield. That was one of the best matches on that card to me, and I'm not surprised who won. which pissed me off.
Yeah, you knew the
I'd rather
Shield
the New Day
that.
win.
Yeah.
But the New Day can take a loss and still.
I was gonna say the New Day is essentially putting the Shield over.
Yeah,
for them,
exactly.
you know what I mean?
But the match I thought was really good. Even Roman Reigns, I was like, all right, he hit his spot, his 4 moves.
He hit
well.
all 4.
Yeah, I mean, granted, he was always the hot tag I knew, and he was going to be the one that finishes it or something, but he didn't even finish it. It was Rollins and Ambrose with their stupid finishing move there.
Is it me or is Ambrose looking rough these days?
I've never, people get pissed off about it, but I've never been a huge Ambrose fan. He's always been rough to me.
Yeah.
Always. And I'm like, but he's never gotten bad. He's never gotten where I'm like, I hate him. I don't want to see. He's not Roman Reigns.
Right.
I like some things I hate of his with his stupid lariat or whatever in the middle of the ropes where he comes back. I hate that. It's like, come on, Jesus Christ. If I'm sitting there, I'd be like, really? Yep, here we go. Swing and a duck. Wow, boo, bye. No, but I wish they would come up with a wrestler that would like just defunk all the wrestling moves. Just be like, I got right back up. It would never happen, but it would just be hilarious. Someone gets, you get clothesline, and he just like sits up like Kane or Undertaker. And
I was
just
gonna say,
here we go. But anything, it's just like.
I feel like Ambrose's character originally, if you've ever seen any of his John Moxley stuff, I feel like
OVW and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was
too,
born for hardcore wrestling.
Yeah.
His CZW shit, like
he's Mick Foley.
Yeah,
but he's trapped in a G era.
Yeah, and you could tell because he's got that weird effect. Well,
that's why a lot of people were bullshit that time with Lesnar and him in that hardcore match, and it's like there was nothing hardcore about it. This is the one thing that Ambrose could actually be like. Okay, I have a little edge on Lesnar when you thought of that match.
Right.
All right, you can win a match easily, Lesnar, but now it's hardcore, and Dean Ambrose is going crazy.
I'm the guy who spent the last 5 years breaking fluorescent bulbs
I can
his
see
face.
how they do that, but I mean, they're probably getting the titles back next week.
Yeah,
which I'm pissed about.
Well, the bar is just.
I'm not happy about that. The bar, I'm tired of too. I'd rather both of those guys. I'd rather in singles because they're both heels that can help.
To me, I don't give a fuck about Sheamus, and that pisses people off. I hate Sheamus. I've always been a Cesaro section man.
I love Cesaro, but Sheamus is underrated big time.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Nah, just because he's
fan.
white, isn't it?
Dude, it's glaring.
Nah, but
it's
it's his look. But
John,
he's a great
please
guy.
look up a picture of Sheamus and tell me your retinas aren't burning.
Okay,
you'll find
he's whiter than the lights.
Dude, it's like this.
But still, I mean, just because
table
of that,
as a tan.
I mean, I like Sheamus because he's a good wrestler. And he's always been there.
Yeah, I feel like I'm such a weird spot monkey, cruiserweight kind of dude that those bigger guys just kind of bore me sometimes.
Do you feel that they not to jump to Raws that have happened after Survivor Series, but do you feel like they always lowball Cesaro because they never seem to let him wrestle?
Exactly.
And all he does is uppercut, like a strength move all over the top rope.
And it's making
He always
Sheamus
goes for his
dominant.
finishing move, which I've always hated, but still, it's at least his finishing move.
Spin.
Do it.
Yeah, Jesus
not the
Christ.
spin in that. I mean the nut cluncher.
Dude, this guy pick like a.
Oh, he's very white.
Oh man, look at that! Just that top one, that stock. Oh God, Sheamus is so white. Jesus.
Some of us don't see color, Ricky.
That's not color. That's a fucking
white
sheet
is a
of
color.
paper.
White is a
That's
color.
a hue. That's a hue, motherfucker.
What the hell is it? It's clear. It's
a
see-through.
Turn the brightness down.
Opaque.
Damn.
He's opaque.
But
translucent rather.
So, we're talking about the bar. Why don't we jump right into that match? The Usos versus the bar. Another good match, I thought, on Survivor Series.
Yeah, and it was
Surprise,
nice to
too.
see the Usos wrestle somebody else besides the fucking New Day.
I'd still rather see them fight the New Day than the bar.
Yeah,
that's because they can have storylines.
Yeah, but this is what we got. So.
Yeah, I know, and I was surprised. I was surprised the Usos won, and I was surprised that what the hell, how the match actually turned out. That it was good. It was good.
I hated Survivor Series was so disappointing.
Oh
to
yeah,
me.
like I said, I was expecting like a B show.
I hate that.
And I got a D.
I stayed up for that.
Oh yeah, well, that sucks. But let's go right to some of the other bad matches. Then the men's let's go right to the men's match.
That men's match was fucking stupid.
Exactly.
And the end of that was fucking stupid. And I don't want
to set up a match at WrestleMania. Braun Strowman versus
Triple H. Yeah. And
I don't want to see that.
I'm sorry. This is such hubris and like selfishness on Triple H's part, on fucking Shane's part. Let some other fucking wrestlers get a minute of fucking fame, dude.
You know, especially when John Cena too, he was only in there for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd rather see Elias go in for 3 minutes and get eliminated than this dipshit come back for 3 minutes, get paid probably like $1,600,000, and but whatever.
I mean, that was the basis of why the match sucked ass, because the teams were so horrible.
It was so uneven
thrown
too. It's
together.
You got like a bunch of jack dudes versus a bunch of skinny dudes.
Yeah,
the biggest guy was probably Shane, as far as muscle. No, but it just
watching Shane get tossed around by Braun Strowman, like
it looks so terrible to me.
Like,
I like it, but it's like I'd rather see it like actually look good than like.
And then he just like cries under the ring,
right,
under the rope.
And like him beating away Kevin Owens and Shane and Zayn. I'm like, that's retarded. Why do that?
Yeah,
it's like you should have had them kick his ass, throw him in, and get pinned that way instead of having him kick Kurt Angle. And although that's another thing, they set up a match for them too, or is that maybe the Rumble?
What, Triple H and Angle? Yeah. I would think that would be like a Rumble match.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna happen though. No. I feel like
I know that's who Vince McMahon wants Kurt Angle to fight though, because he trusts Triple H so much.
Yeah.
He wants to put Kurt Angle in a match with one-on-one at least, where he can count. Hey, it's my piss. Don't cross the streams, Ricky.
Oh, I'm crossing.
Oh yeah, we're on camera.
I'm crossing.
But like,
trying to catch Slime.
I know that's the match that they want. Tell Nick to stop. Oh wait.
Nick brought up a good point.
Where? Okay.
Fuck you. All right? Why don't you bust out your fucking phone?
I got a football game on.
You don't even know how. This dude's doing fantasy football. He's gonna bitch at me, trying to tell the one guy he fucking talks to us. All right.
Steve.
But he was
Brian,
just saying how
I believe they always comment.
It was a good angle with Angle getting in Triple H's face, and then Strowman coming out and just making Triple H look like a bitch.
Oh, it was good? I didn't think it was good.
I thought that was funny. I thought that shit was funny.
At Survivor Series, are we talking?
No, afterwards.
Oh, when he stepped down and everything. Okay. Yeah. It was all right. Yeah, that was better than Survivor Series.
It's all right.
But it's like, what the hell?
All right, keep going with Survivor Series. You fucking hate it.
Shoot, what else?
Do the men's match.
Oh, I mean, do you want to talk about the pre-show matches like Zoe versus Kalisto?
No, because I didn't watch it.
Elias versus Matt Hardy.
Oh, Matt Hardy looks so fucking crazy now.
That sucks. I hate how they made him nothing after Jeff got injured.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll talk about how he's going to be made something.
He looks like Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I've always thought that with his hair and everything, and it's always crazy out here. Like
no one can help him with an easier wrestling set for him, because he's obviously visibly hurting when he wrestles now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's just old.
I don't know.
I think it's just his body's too old and all the moves. I mean, he used to do some moves back in the day too, through ladders and chairs and shit. Not as bad as Jeff, but it's like, all right, you got to definitely be hurt.
Not to skip forward, but with him fucking this week with the deletions, trying to hit that fucking swanton.
Oh, when? I don't remember him doing the swanton. I remember going.
Maybe that was what was this high rent district move there that he missed?
I don't. Oh, the moonsault.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, and then Bray screwed up doing his spider web or a spider walk and everything, but it was just like, all right, fucking go to Sister Abigail, and then we get the teasing. Delete.
But anyways,
I hope that goes well. We were talking about that in the car on the way here, but
we'll expand upon it right now anyways.
Yeah.
So everybody knows that if you're like us and you're a denizen of the wrestling world and you read up on backstage shit, you'll know that the WWE's done with litigation for the broken Matt Hardy character, which is fucking awesome, because this is what people wanted Matt Hardy to come to the WWE for. They wanted to bring the broken character to the WWE universe. More money. Yeah.
It's like, what can you do with better equipment and better time?
And we've talked about it before, I don't think they're going to let him do Vanguard 1 drones with
crazy
shooting firework battles.
If Vince sees it and is just like, really? It's not going to happen. And a lot of the shit isn't going to happen that did on TNA. That's why I'm hoping it doesn't get fucked over.
If you read, though, a lot of the WWE talent were huge fans of the Delete or Decay stuff and the final deletion. And, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just like you said, I hope that's what we're getting.
Yeah, it won't be, but
yeah, they're gonna do it.
I just know Vince. Like we said, Vince. It's his way or nothing, and he doesn't care. It's like, you know what? That's why he doesn't give a. I've been telling people for like 2 years now. He doesn't give a fuck about ratings anymore. Because the money is coming in from the little kids buying everything.
Yeah, the
mothers buying
the bootios.
Yeah,
it's that bootio money.
It's just like even the people that are hated get all the stuff. I mean, Roman Reigns, that's the reason he's popular because of all the little bastards. And but also
fucking ankle biters.
I've given up on hating Roman Reigns because people even like me who hate him that much and boo the shit out of him. That's what Vince wants to hear. He wants to hear if he hears crickets. That's when Vince is like, fuck.
You don't feel like the Intercontinental title's a mid-card move?
It sucks what they did.
But I'm saying, you don't think it's a move to mid-card for him a bit?
No.
No?
It's a move to make the Intercontinental title a bigger belt.
And to make it
since the champion
Grand
is
Slam.
not around. Yeah, that whole shit is ridiculous too. I don't care. That's not Grand Slam to me.
I gave up on hating Roman Reigns. And he shits out Roman
I know, but I'm not when he's on TV, I mean. But he's not he's not a
I gave up on hating him when he's in my face.
He's not a Grand Slam champion, all right? Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, those are Grand Slam champions. The heavyweight title, the IC title, hardcore title, European title, tag team titles.
Okay.
Now it's like, you know what? Roman Reigns hasn't been WWE Universe champion, so that's no Grand Slam to me.
Okay. All right.
And I'm fuck that.
Bitch.
It's just ridiculous. I just hate how they're like building like they're saying it like it's huge now, and it's like it's been going on for years. Ric Flair was a fucking Grand Slam champion way before any of these bastards.
Right. But back to that stupid fucking Survivor Series match. So you really think they're gonna try to pimp two storylines out of that dumb ending?
I don't know.
That was such a.
I'm just glad it's over, to be honest.
That was such a fucking Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens finish. It was just the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Only it happened with fucking Shane.
Exactly. It's just, but things with Shane, when shit happens to Shane, it seems to die. I mean, I remember like a year and a half ago something, Brock Lesnar and him got into it some way or another. Like someone screwed over someone, or someone did something to upset the other one, and they were talking like, oh, a Brock Lesnar versus Shane match. And it's like, no, nothing ever happened. Nothing ever happened at all. Let's get the fuck off Survivor Series because it was so terrible.
I feel like him and Stephanie both, like, they just pick and choose when they want to show up and insert themselves randomly. Fucking
Stephanie, both of you give up on trying to say you're fired because you just look stupid.
The fucking
it shouldn't be on TV if they do that.
Don't do the Vince voices.
No,
you can't do that.
There's only one Vincent Kennedy McMahon. There's only one genetic jackhammer. That is Vince.
Genetic jackhammer?
Yeah, that's how he. Yep.
Yes.
I'm the genetic jackhammer. That was great.
All right, so we can end the Survivor Series.
Yeah, we can go to your notes here on Raw.
Yeah.
And that says Samoa.
Fuck you.
Okay.
You're such a cunt.
Nick's the only one watching. It's okay.
You're such a cunt. No, there's one other person right now, you cunt.
You and Nick.
All right.
Oh, there's three?
Yeah, Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor. And I feel like these matches are good, but they don't go anywhere.
No, and they're burying Finn Balor more and more.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Vince is burying Finn Balor more and more.
They're good matches. They're violent.
Oh, yeah.
They're brutal.
That was a hell of a match.
Yeah, it's two guys
and
who
they let it actually go on for a while, too.
To see Joe pick it up, I can't hate. Like I said, I was telling Dan in the car, I've been more of a fan of Joe lately.
Yeah.
I feel like since he came back, it's kind of like you don't know what you got till it's gone kind of thing. Do-do. Do-do. Joe. But anyways, I'm a fan. You know what I mean? So for once, I wasn't mad when somebody beat Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And he locks that coquina clutch. I like the choke. I'm a fan of Rhea. I'm a fan of Rhea naked choking people myself.
That's something that I get asked to by like people that are younger and don't understand wrestling. They like pay attention to it now. But what I'm saying is like they've always known that a chokehold is illegal in WWE. Yet he does a chokehold, and it's like, how's that not illegal? Kane, Undertaker, whenever they choke someone, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
If you go past 5, it's an elimination. So why isn't that a choke? Exactly.
I mean, it is a choke.
It is a choke.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I know he's not really choking him. If he's choking him, his face is going to turn purple within like 10 seconds.
Only Brock Lesnar has the
Ability to make it look like he's getting actually choked because he's already fucking red.
because he's.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that match at Survivor Series. AJ and him. I was surprised by what happened, but
I don't want to see AJ get ragdolled. That's fucking stupid.
But I mean, towards the end when he actually was wrestling, I like that.
Yeah.
And it actually looked smooth.
Yeah.
And that's usually hard to do with Brock Lesnar.
Fuck you, Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah. By WrestleMania, hopefully
Jesus
it's over.
Christ.
But then we just get that guy as the champion.
That guy.
He's not a guy. He's that guy to me. But
we could
take on Raw. Yeah. Samoa Joe. I hope they give him a push though. What are they going to push him to? Don't know. He's not going to win the Rumble.
Well, I think they're using Finn Balor to put him over in this situation. If you think about it.
But that was
you know what I
that
mean?
was one match.
Yeah, of course, this is one match, but Finn Balor is no matter how much Vince
Balor,
buries him
yeah.
right now, he's a big fucking name. You know what I mean?
And he won't go anywhere though. That's unfortunate. See, I'd rather see an IC title on him than someone like Roman Reigns.
In my eyes, and I know they would never do it because it would damage the name too much, but a Finn Balor 205 Live would change the world.
Yeah.
Like, you get him and Neville going at each other, able to do that high-flying motherfucking shit.
It would just be such a waste of a great talent.
It really would.
Especially now that 205 is not going to be like live anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're going to have a new Facebook show on WWE next year or something. They're in talks right now with Facebook to have a weekly show after SmackDown every week live
On Facebook.
And it would be stupid. Like sometimes it would be matches, but other times it would be like games with Raw versus SmackDown people. Like it would be like Big E versus Elias on NFL Madden.
So it's up, down, down.
Kind of, but it's also there's also matches that are going to happen too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They actually will fight each other, but it's like
up, down, down with
that's
wrestling.
something they haven't really said for sure is going to happen. But it's like it's kind of stupid. And like they're giving up on 205. Vince has. I think he gave up before it even started. But
it was sad because in my Facebook memories,
CWC.
It was Cruiserweight Classic, and then it was a little afterwards when Rich Swann first took the title.
Yeah, he's getting pushed again, which I'm surprised about.
him and Cedric. But like,
Yeah, that's the unfortunate.
I was like, remember when 205 Live was exciting?
Yeah.
That first couple months where it was like, oh, there's like this new cruiserweight shit. They're actually gonna let us have a chance, and oh man,
They buried it right away.
and then it was fucking horrible.
Yeah, right. It was just like there was no good moment whatsoever to me. The best moment was Rich Swann's entrance music.
Oh man. Can you handle this? Can you handle this?
North, south, east, west. Everybody know my name.
I would get up and do the fucking knee dance, but
That's Bruiser, the bulldog or whatever back in the day with the chain. I forget his name.
But what about Asuka versus Dana Brooke?
Which week?
The first one.
Boring.
Yeah, it was boring because they're trying to. I feel like they're trying to make up for the weird jobber thing they kept making Asuka.
And they
do.
give her Dana Brooke. I like
Yeah,
Dana
but
Brooke. It's better than a jobber.
I'm glad to see Dana Brooke back on TV though.
Yeah, but I don't want to see Asuka turn into this crazy Asian lady every goddamn week.
What is she supposed to be?
A good wrestler like she was in NXT.
Oh, so you just don't want to see.
I
like,
want the
squash.
same Asuka that I had in NXT.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
You know,
I know.
there's matches she's gonna squash because she just will.
Yeah.
But there's got to be matches too where she's getting a fight.
She gets taken to the
yeah,
line,
exactly. And it has to be Nia. It has to be. I want Nia. I mean, it might be Paige now, the return of Paige.
Right.
But it's just.
And then,
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
God.
I don't know. I like Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
I knew this was gonna be an
I always
Asuka
get
win.
so nervous when she comes out and does that little flip at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just see her hair hit the thing, and I'm like, oh my God, her head's okay. Because it's like, if she's doing that live and she fucks up, it's, Owen hot. No.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm kidding. I'm not laughing at Owen either. But I love the Nugget. I miss him.
Dan's laughing at Owen Hart, people.
Hell no. I'm laughing with Owen. I'm kidding.
Holy fuck. Dan just killed me.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
Oh, Dan just killed me.
No, I just
So,
Asuka deserves better, and so do we. That's all I'm saying.
does Dana. What about Dana?
Oh yeah, Dana. I feel like after everything that happened with her, she's a
What
trooper.
about Dana?
But they're still not giving her anything. She hasn't
just
won a
feel
match
like
since she came back.
She's a super underutilized talent.
Yeah, I'd
I
rather
feel
see
like
her
in the-
than Mickie James.
I feel like in the beginning it was understandable because they had linked her with Charlotte, and then you kind of wind up realizing that they're just the same character.
Yeah.
So one winds up needing to be subservient to the other and being the other one's bitch,
Yeah.
and that doesn't last long. You know what I mean? Eventually, the heel turns on the bitch. It just always
Yeah,
happens. You know what I
exactly.
mean? So I feel like once they broke, I feel like they've done a good job of breaking her away from Charlotte now.
And then giving her nothing.
Yeah, I just feel like they could use her
Yeah.
better.
No, they only want the ones that sell merchandise, like Bailey, like Sasha,
The huggable ones.
Bliss. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Young Joseph,
Yes.
can you,
Michael Bublé.
yeah, can you help us with Bublé? Yeah, I was
Michael
gonna,
Bublé, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, or whoever's watching, is actually in the other room. And
he's getting
he
the
will be
Harlem-
coming in after we're done with our podcast. See, oh,
Oh shit!
there he was. I heard him.
He's getting soulful out there.
He's got to practice just like we practiced before.
Don't throw him. Yeah. Chibe chaba. Is that good? Still going?
Do you want me to break it up, or you want? I can just
Still Bublé. Still Bublé.
still Bublé. But so let me borrow your notes.
Yeah.
So then, okay, so Ambrose versus Sheamus.
What
I don't understand.
What are these matches
I
for?
hate when they do this with tag teams where they split the guys up and have them wrestle single matches. It's just like they're a tag team to be together.
This stupid formula and the whole any women's match is a fucking 5 or 6 woman debacle thing.
Yeah.
Are things they're continuously doing that are pissing me the fuck off.
I just hate how, I mean, Raw, I get it, there's 3 hours, but I don't want time fillers at all. Especially not every...
3 hours forces for a lot of time fillers. for
Give me
them.
time fillers I enjoy seeing. Give Elias more time. Let him sing
Dude,
more than one
Elias.
song.
Are you gonna get Elias
Give
tattoo?
Bray Wyatt more time. Give Finn Balor more time.
Yeah.
All these guys that should have
I'm just
it.
saying, when you come in with the Elias tattoo, I'm not going to be surprised. When
What do you think I'm going to get?
Just walk with Elias.
Oh, no. See, I'm going to have him like on my shoulder with his guitar
With
on his shoulder.
Oh shit!
And he's walking. Hey, after this, I know you've never been someone down or hate Elias. You like Elias too,
I love
not as much
Elias.
as I like
Yeah.
him. I'm obsessed with him. But after this week, a lot of people are going to be very impressed. Even Bubba Ray Dudley, I like what he said. It's like Roman was over, Elias got over.
Got over, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's true. People are just like, hey, he's actually a good wrestler. Look at these moves. Let's not jump to that Raw yet. Because Elias was on this Raw.
Dan's
anyway.
excited for his Elias.
Elias was on this Raw.
He's excited for
Michael
his
Bublé.
Oh, man.
Was that? Yeah.
But yeah, like
Ambrose.
I agree. This is fucking stupid. The Ambrose and Sheamus. I'm
And of
not.
course, they give it to the Shield. Who's going to win this week then?
Yeah,
Is
and
the Shield going to have a clean sweep or the?
and as much as I just talk shit about Sheamus, like I don't think Dean Ambrose should be getting wins over Sheamus.
Not at all,
Like,
unless they cheat.
yeah, I guess.
And I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind a face cheating every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, you would have done it to me. How you doing?
It's a dog eat dog world, and I got bigger teeth.
But I just hate the Shield.
You watch them as a tag team. Now watch them in singles.
And now he's on his honeymoon.
Yeah, that was a weird announcement.
But
Michael
was.
Cole.
Yeah, just like that's kind of personal. No one else wants to know that Renee Young's getting it.
Oh, Jesus. He used the fist.
Dean Ambrose is crazy.
Stop doing the fist.
You want me to do the cheek?
No, don't do the cheek, please. Please don't do the cheek. It ended us last time.
We're gonna have a new one.
You know what? I got nervous because what happened the last time we recorded? I did it again, and I said, if we don't record for a couple weeks, I'm going to be pissed. Circumstances happen, but we didn't record for 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Stop doing the
We're
fucking...
back, though. We're back. It's coming, bud.
Stop doing the fucking
It's coming. Don't make me pull the cheek. But okay, let's get
You're
it.
gonna Owen Hart this whole thing.
Woo!
You fucking nugget. The women's fatal four-way, which was only mentionable because of
The return.
of Paige.
Were you surprised by the other people joining?
By Mandy Rose.
Rose, I've never seen wrestle, so I don't know what she's like.
That's what I'm saying. I was
Pretty, too.
really surprised by the Mandy Rose thing. Like, I get it. You need someone attractive to offset Sonya in their eyes, I think.
Oh, Mandy. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know some people don't see eye to eye with me. Like, I'd take Sonya over Mandy any day.
No, I'm not even saying that's what I think.
That's what WWE does think. Yeah, I know. That's exactly how they think.
Sticking the
because they make her kind of look like a brute. You know, like one time and
yeah, exactly.
But I hope good things for Sonya. I like her.
Sonya's twice the wrestler of both Paige and Mandy in my mind.
Yeah, exactly. And she deserves to be there because I like at first when I saw like three people running, the other two run in, I was just like, don't tell me they brought the other UFC chick there.
That's what I thought. Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, I mean she's appearing on NXT more recently now too, and I'm just like, they're actually giving this bitch a chance. I mean, UFC. I never watched her in UFC, but this is a fucking different game.
Yeah,
and you can't do it.
You need to be fucking entertaining.
Just because your name and the four horsewomen, I don't give a fuck. Like you,
and I don't want to see any of that shit happen.
We know that's gonna happen. There's been pictures of Ronda Rousey training at the WWE performance. Yeah, exactly. Roman Reigns feelings on me. But, I just, with all the rumors that it's not for the Royal Rumble, like for a women's Royal Rumble,
yeah.
I'm like, why? And like I've said to you, Vince thinks the women's division has been stale. And it's like, well, you made it stale, Vince. It's like, we want Bayley to turn heel.
Like I was saying in the car, they need another belt in that division.
Yeah. I mean, it could help, but...
Bulk up the division.
What are they going to call it?
Bulk up the divisions.
The Women's Intercontinental?
Yeah, the WIC, motherfucker. It's Wick. Get on Wick. Is that a regional joke? Is it Wick outside of Massachusetts?
I believe there is. That's awesome.
Oh my god!
You know what? They would go with that idea until someone said it like that.
Wick, yeah.
And Vince would be like, "Take it off."
Jesus Christ!
But I'm glad Paige is back. She's a good wrestler. I liked her as a wrestler. Did you watch her in NXT?
I wasn't around for Paige, so
yeah, and she was the woman that got rid of divas, basically.
Yeah, okay.
She was the first one that, yes, she's attractive, but she can kick ass too. I mean, people say AJ Lee and all this stuff, and it's like, no, AJ Lee looks better now than she ever did in WWE as far as like fitness and everything, but Paige really was. I mean, Natalya's always been around, but she had to adapt to their kind of thing where they're more diva than wrestler. So she was never
going back and watching.
She couldn't
Natalya
wrestle because there was no one she could wrestle. Yeah, because she's so good.
I was watching her and Nikki Bella wrestle the other day, and I was like, "This is..."
Yeah, exactly, and that's before Nikki Bella got better.
Yeah.
Still not. I mean, they call neither one of the Bellas, in my opinion, is a wrestler. Yeah, they're not a superstar. They're a diva.
Yeah,
and that's fine. That's cool. You survived. You made it from there to there.
You made a whole career of it. You didn't have to do
like Maurice, where you leave and then come back. And not that Maurice wrestles or anything, but
they made a whole career out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That show is bigger for them than wrestling.
They made a career out of it before they were dating John Cena and Daniel Bryan and everything. But
damn bitches.
Press on. Though, let's talk to finish with the women. I just don't understand what's happening. I hope.
Yeah, I get it.
I hope maybe one of them gets a title shot.
To have it happen twice in the same way, like we'll talk about the Riot Squad shit, but like
didn't like what they did with the.
To have them both like come in and do it the same style, pretty much. It's just like more of the weird invasion shit. Do you want to talk about how this week
they happen to be on there again? You want to kind of do that for this episode where we talk about like if something like this happens where Raw, it's. The women come out again, like this week, they come out, they attacked, who'd they attack first? The three women.
Naomi.
Yeah, that was SmackDown.
That's why.
I know, on Raw, Paige, Absolution, when they came out,
they attacked someone. Sasha, Alicia.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, Alicia Fox ran the fuck off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, but I'm talking about this week.
Bayley and Mickey.
This past, I was saying, why don't we combine this kind of conversation right now? The women, just because it's like the same thing happened.
Yeah,
Paige, they attacked the two backstage.
Then they had an actual match. Well,
I didn't like
Sasha
how,
comes out, and they had attacked both. Yeah,
they asked her
Bayley.
to join. Or perish. But it's like, what was the whole thing with Asuka? Why didn't they attack Asuka? Were they scared? Because the only person I'd be scared to do a 3-on-1 is Nia.
True. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Nia can, boom, push those two off. They're out of the ring, and it's like 1-on-1 right now.
Yeah, but I feel like
Asuka's like, yeah, she's going to punch around, but it's like, no, take her down.
I feel like Asuka's coming out with some kicks. And she's,
Well, at first I was like, are they going to be, is she going to join them?
oh,
Like,
that would be
cool.
badass.
That'd
yeah.
be cool.
Put her in kind of a heel
I wish
role.
someone would join them, but I feel like, the only thing they're going to do is have like Alexa be like, I want to join you, like a little girl, like, I want to join you guys.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And it's like, no, we don't want, but
Or
I
even
want someone
maybe
to
Alicia
join.
Fox, crazy ass.
Yeah, exactly. Or I'd, even Nia Jax join. I'd be like, hey, at least she might get some recognition. I want Nia to be on top of the women's division. She deserves to be.
But she did get the sucker punch in on Paige before getting beat the fuck down.
Oh,
Sasha.
oh yeah, exactly.
So
I wish Paige. I can't wait till Paige does her other finishing move, which I like a lot more. The arrow or something. I forget what it's called.
I like that. The one she's
one when
doing
she, like-
now, that DDT.
Oh, that one? Yes, the
That's
Rampage.
got- yeah,
yeah,
that's-
she's had that for a while, but she has I don't know what it's really called, but basically the girl's legs are wrapped around Paige's, and then she brings her up with her arms like this, so she's like stretched backwards, like I forget what it's called, but it's a sick finishing move.
Huh.
It's a good submission move.
Yeah. But I like that Rampage.
The Rampage
that's
is
a
good
brutal
too.
DDT.
It's something
you know
new.
what
When
I
she
mean?
first did it, I was like, ooh, no one's ever done that before. That's kind of cool. Because just like, yeah, exactly. You just put
And it looks
their hand
brutal as
over your
fuck.
DDT and boom.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I like it. But I hope they do something with it and not just like they run around kind of like the Shield when they first appeared and just kick the shit out of people.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you already have a heel as a champion with Alexa, so unless it goes to like someone else, which no one deserves it on Raw right now, I think. Like, I can't say anyone besides Nia should be champion over Alexa. And I don't know if that's because Alexa's good. But Sasha doesn't deserve it, I don't think.
Alexa's the best on the mic for them.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Such a cute little girl.
Jesus Christ. Strowman and Jordan, man. Me and you have been talking about this and just getting sick of Jordan.
I wish he would really get injured and not be on TV. I really do.
It's just like I said, it's
and
a
it sucks
cycle
because
of
he was a good wrestler for American Alpha, and I liked him in American Alpha.
They got to take out every single fucking tag team I like, and we'll get more. Get fucking more.
Thank God they got
later.
rid of the hype.
Motherfucker.
No one.
Motherfucker.
They weren't hyping anything.
But yeah, I hated Strowman and Jordan.
Yeah.
The knee thing is so fucking stupid.
And then Kane.
Kane coming out. I don't want to see a fucking Kane and Braun Strowman thing. I don't want to fucking see it.
Well, we're not going to ever get what we want, and that's Braun being champion. I think I'd like to see Braun. That way you can have good matches again. Braun, he's kind of, like you were saying outside about the Stone Cold. He's heel and face. He can be both. So he can fight Samoa Joe and have a good match, and fight Roman Reigns and have a good match.
I feel like despite how over he gets in that role, they still try to make him more of that traditional heel.
Oh yeah,
Vince
Vince wants him to be a heel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why but then they do stupid things like him getting out of a garbage truck, and it's like, we don't laugh at heels. We fucking are like Bray Wyatt, where it's like, ew, creepy, but cool. But yeah, that was terrible. But Jason Jordan needs to go. Repackage him, do something. Get it over.
Definite
Get this whole thing
repackage.
over with. At Survivor Series, I thought they set it up perfectly that he was going to attack someone.
Yeah.
Because he said it in an interview before the match, like, things happen to people that get injured, so I'm ready to step in if anyone gets hurt. And I'm like, oh, they're finally doing it. Nah. He didn't even come out and help his dad or anything. I thought that at least he'd come out and be like,
for
hey,
real.
Triple H just turned on him. You come out and hit Triple H instead of Braun Strowman sitting there like, ¿Qué pasó?
That was how
They gave
how long
Braun
it took
Strowman the
Braun
Kane
Strowman.
look.
Yeah, how long it took him to fucking react. This Zo Train 205 live shit, 3-man tag matches. Didn't
Swipe
even watch
left.
It. Didn't even watch it. Didn't even watch it. I think
Roman verse.
I ate breadsticks instead of watching
from
that
where?
match. Papagino's. They're my favorite breadsticks.
They're all right. Breadsticks or cheesy bread?
The cheesy bread.
Okay, they're all right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's Papagino's gives me terrible heartburn.
I love the breadsticks.
The pizza mostly, but the breadsticks, yeah.
Love the breadsticks. I love the
I can have like
chicken
2 of
fingers.
those and then I'm done.
The chicken fingers.
Oh, the buffalo chicken.
Crispy chicken fingers.
Oh, the buffalo chicken.
But anyways,
Today on Cooking with One Pinfall.
again.
I wanted to ask you. I've asked you before, but a friend of mine that is on the website, where did we get One Pinfall from?
All right, so you watch SmackDown.
Yep.
and the announcer goes off, and he goes, "This
is for one fall."
One fall.
Yeah, that's why he was just like, "Why do you guys have pinfall?" And I'm like,
"Because I don't want to get sued."
I don't know. You want to get sued, boy? And we've already told the story of our first pay-per-view.
The shinning. Yeah.
So we don't have to go over that again.
The shinning.
But okay, no, because I was like, he's like, they don't say one pinfall. I'm like, I know that. It's just, that's how what we do.
And then it's also like one pinfall is the correct term for it.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
A simple question for him.
It's the pinfall.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, mind your own fucking business. Is what I'm saying.
Get on the program, Dave.
Mind your business.
Yeah, right.
Mind your business.
You got a podcast? I'll watch your podcast.
It's probably better than ours.
No, he doesn't have one.
Smackdown. Smacky down.
The better.
Shelton Benjamin versus Jey Uso. Filler.
I hate what they're doing.
Filler.
Shelton Benjamin, Gable, but just in general.
Is that good? Was that
smooth? No.
Is that smooth? Can I watch that? Yes, I'm watching that and delay on my phone.
Saw it all.
Oh, man.
Flag on the field.
But anyways, that was such a filler fucking match.
SmackDown lately has been filler to me a little bit.
I will say, I am forever impressed by either of the Usos together or separate.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a reason they've been around.
Yeah. And I feel like for some strange reason in my head, I'm never like, oh, the Usos are the shit. And then I watch them wrestle, and I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, and they got day one-ish.
Yeah, day one is H, man.
But totally the Usos, I'm happy for and everything. It's just give other people chances too, though. Like, and I'm not saying Gable and Shelton.
Their tag division is so dry, though.
No, see, that's because they don't give chances to anyone else.
Who else, though?
I know you hate the Bludgeon Brothers, but I'm happy they're back as a tag team at least. Their whole gimmick. There's been plenty of gimmicks I fucking hated, and I still watch the guy. Even Finn Balor's demon shit.
You don't like the Demon King?
If it's not forever, don't bother me.
Christ.
And that's why Vince hates him too.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, he's nothing without his face paint. And I'm like, it's true. It's true. Plus, you hold him back. But, uh-oh. I heard it again.
Did I turn it up?
No, I don't think you did.
No, I didn't. That ain't me.
But,
it ain't me.
But fucking, Shelton Benjamin and Gable, they just got thrown together. But give Fashion Police some wrestling. Give the Ascension some wrestling, all right? They've been going through so much, and I actually like them now. I want to see them wrestle again. In NXT, you didn't watch them in NXT. They were good.
I did watch them in NXT.
Oh, did you? And you didn't like them in NXT? They were huge in NXT.
I'm aware.
Yeah. They were good.
I'm aware.
Better than any team in New Japan. That's right.
Suck a dick.
Bullet Club.
Suck a dick.
Fuck that. There's only one wolf pack, bitches.
Suck a dick, fuckers. Dude, you sounding like the Twitter people now.
Oh, that's because the Twitter people and me are right.
Oh, Jesus.
If New Japan's so big, come on over and step up to the plate, little shits.
You're such a hater. Talks all this fucking bullshit.
Kenny Omega? Fuck you.
Talks all this bullshit, and then when we go outside, he'll be like, let me come over so we can watch G1. Fuck yourself.
And then I never go over because New Japan is a bunch of fucking shit. I rather shit on Kenny Omega than watch any of his crappy matches. He is fucking awful.
Kenny Omega is awful?
Awful.
Get the fuck
Bullet
out
Club.
of here.
The Bullet Club, thank you. I saw all this shit 20 years ago. Get original, you fucking losers.
Out of here.
Honestly, New Japan, you are nowhere near even TNA.
Maybe production-wise not, but you can't say that with wrestling.
Oh, I care about money, not whatever they do.
Okay. I mean,
when they come over here,
you watch all the shit, though.
I haven't watched New Japan since G1, I think. But I read about it. Because I like Cody Rhodes.
Kind of sudden hater
I like Cody Rhodes. I like Cody Rhodes. I will admit that.
Kind of sudden hater shit. Okay. All right.
Me and Twitter.
Okay, kind of sudden hater shit.
That's
okay.
right.
Okay.
Once you catch up to the big boys, maybe you'll understand. You're in the minor league still. You got to get up here. But the life of a New Japan wrestler is better than a WWE. Because you don't have to travel.
The life of any fucking indie, most indie wrestlers right now is better than a WWE.
Except like the big names. Because I mean, if I can make $7 million doing what Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
does.
but how many?
But I mean, I'm talking like
how many people
Fandango,
are doing that?
$300,000 maybe a year he might make. After, and that's not including his traveling.
Yeah.
Which a new independent guys. I mean, some of them get $20K for an event, and I'm like, shit. That's one night for 35 minutes.
I mean, some of these guys are winning like match of the year over WWE matches and shit. So
some of them, yeah. When you have 15 matches on a pay-per-view. But
just saying, Okada and Omega, they don't have to jump outside the ring a million times. There's not a bunch of disqualifications.
No, they got to come out with a fucking broom or something. Broomhilda. Ooh, that is... Throw the peanuts at the monkey. But, I mean, I'm sure their yen is all right. I read, though, one of the new Bullet Club guys open a new dojo.
I don't even want to talk about this. He's just such a fucking hater.
If you don't like what Ricky likes, then he hates. It's Ricky's world or nothing.
What? You were the one who just went.
Oh, I know, but you're
insane.
Hater.
It's a
hater.
Because you watch it. You don't hate it that much if you watch it.
Hater.
You don't watch it that much. And to say fuck Kenny Omega and all the Bullet Club shit is stupid and unoriginal. Everything's unoriginal. Everything about fucking WWE is original that's rehashed. You're just doing the same.
He's hating WWE.
Same thing. I don't hate WWE. I'm just not the biggest mark for it, and then completely complain about some guy who fucks me over.
Not at all. If you don't watch our videos, go ahead and see.
Just
I won't be the only one that thinks it.
Just saying. You can't mark out for one fucking wrestling thing. I just can't watch just WWE. It's fucking boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
it was better like back in the day, WCW and WWE.
And
when they're competing.
Bullet Club is just doing what the WWE should be fucking doing.
Or did in 20 years ago.
Sucking up all of their fucking talent.
But they did what they did 20 years ago.
Hence half of the big fucking wrestlers that are wrestling with WWE now are from New Japan and got their juice from New Japan. So.
And now they're under Vince's leash.
Exactly. And they get fucking ruined. You know, they're fucking huge wrestlers.
So you should hate WWE then.
And get buried. I don't hate WWE.
Although... They haven't buried too many New Japan guys. AJ Styles, I'd say he's been
but
high.
I'm just an amateur. All right, I'm an amateur.
Minus.
Jesus Christ.
New Japan.
Naomi getting attacked by the Riot Squad.
I don't understand. Like, why have both things on Raw and SmackDown?
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Both teams, like 3 people attacking all of a sudden. It's just like, what the fuck? Why don't all the other 6 ladies go beat the shit out of those 3?
Yeah, that would be. I feel like that would be too much like the invasion thing. Exactly. Like
that's what I feel like. This. I mean,
but yeah, it's
to
essentially
a smaller
the same
degree.
Thing. Yeah.
It's just. I mean, maybe Vince is right. The women's division has been stale, but this isn't how you save it. You put on the matches that we want to see.
Raw and SmackDown.
Exactly. And, SmackDown, I'd say it's a little... Oh, it's not really tough. I wish the women's division wasn't split like the men. Because I want to see Charlotte versus Nia. I want to see now Paige versus this person and this. Because on Raw...
There's not that big of a pool of wrestlers.
There's no one I want to see wrestle on Raw, except now that Asuka's there, I want Asuka and Nia. That'd be a cool match. I want to see that.
Okay.
But on SmackDown, Becky and Charlotte, I've seen enough. Who else do I want to see Charlotte fight? Since I'm trying to... The best wrestlers. And even Natalya. I like Natalya wrestling. She's great.
I feel like that's been a problem for the women's division for a long time, is they're all trying to live up to giant NXT matches. You know what I mean? And it's hard to live up to your prime.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when everyone's comparing it already to a match that happened 4 years ago or something like, well, not Sasha and Bayley, but like someone like Natalya and Charlotte. You saw that match on NXT, right?
Yeah.
Like that was a great match, and it's like, holy shit. And that's when everyone's like, it's a women's match. Okay, holy shit, they're doing good and everything. But now I'm even stale on the women's division. I'm like not interested. It's not 205 yet, where I'm like, click. I'm not doing that yet. Yeah, exactly. I hope it never gets there, because I mean, even with James Ellsworth gone now, because I always considered him part of the women's division since he was a puppy.
Yeah,
it's just like nothing's grabbing my attention on the women's division.
Yeah,
even for SmackDown.
I thought it was going to be Asuka. That's what I thought was going to be the draw, and
exactly.
That's
and not even like rushing her right to the top. It's like have her fight her way up. Have her fight Bayley and Sasha. I feel like
it's hard to step her up like that when she's already coming in with this like no losses,
Yeah.
and like,
And they keep mentioning it to the point where it's like, I mean, I knew it. We all know she's gonna lose.
yeah, eventually she has to.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do with her? They haven't done anything with her. Even that women's match, she didn't even do much in that Survivor Series women's match.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be her time to shine too, but
Exactly. Even the ring post didn't get taken out. Didn't take out Nia, which I was surprised about. Her and Tamina, like I didn't understand that whole like beef that they were going through. But I'm not getting back to that terrible match. But
yeah,
as far
so
as the women do this,
so they beat the shit out of Naomi.
yeah, and then Natalya runs away, right? And that was during a match. Oh, that was this week. Not the other week it was Charlotte versus Natalya.
They have Natalya and Charlotte this week, but it gets intervened by the Riot Squad.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They beat a bitch down.
Yeah, and Natalya just runs away and everything.
Yeah. The Bludgeon Bros versus the Hype Bros. I don't hate their wrestling.
No. I know. It's the gimmicks that I hate. Even their outfits, I hate.
Yeah.
It looks like Kane with hair all over his body now.
Their moveset, I don't hate that shit though.
Oh no, their double teams are always been great. I thought
those tag moves.
That's why I like tag teams. Like Shelton Benjamin and Gable, they haven't been together long enough to get ones, but like the Usos have a couple. The New Day has like
a billion,
and I love it. Even their like carousel kicking thing, it's like I love that. But it was even like there was a bunch of top rope stuff they always do, and I'm just like, shit, that was a pretty good move. I love tag team moves. The Bludgeon Brothers are good, and now they versed Hype Bros 2 weeks in a row, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And the first week, it wasn't a quick match,
first week,
right?
it was pretty quick.
Not as quick as this past week.
not as quick as this week. It was pretty quick with Mojo taking the brunt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. He was outside. The rider was outside. Got knocked down.
Yeah, they basically separated them in the same way both weeks. But Mojo took that fucking hit that first.
I just wonder where they're going with the Bludgeon Brothers after this, though. Are they going to be anything with?
I think it's going to be a weird like. Limbo like they are with Braun Strowman, where he's so dominant and strong, where they don't really know what to do with him other than to just have him fucking smash people.
Exactly. It's like, who's going to look powerful enough to go against him? The New Day? No.
Holy fuck. I know Harper and Rowan are big, but when you see them stand in front of Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, who's a giant fucking dude.
Yeah, he's 6'5", like 260.
Yeah, and
then these guys
even
are just
Harper
like,
because when you first see them, when they first walk out, Rowan's silhouette dwarfs Harper's, you know what I mean? And then you see Harper stand in front of Mojo Rawley, and he dwarfs fucking Mojo Rawley, and it's like, holy shit.
Well, that's what I always thought was funny when Strowman first came. Like, him and Rowan are basically the same size.
Yeah.
It's just Strowman is like in much better shape. I've always liked Rowan though too, and he's always. But
I like Rowan's dirty farmhand vibe.
Yeah, I just wish he'd get rid of that stupid mask. The sheep or whatever.
Mask?
Yeah, the lamb or whatever it is.
I guess it adds to the.
Yeah, I always like how he's like trying to put it on his hammer and it just like
never works.
falls over, and I'm like, stop. Even the camera guy's like zooming in to get it, and it's like, nope.
Even to take the sheep mask off is awkward for him. He's like, he's like trying to do it one-handed, one's having to do it too.
And he always makes that weird face and just like, stop. You look like the guy from AC/DC, like, banana.
Yeah,
I hope.
Like I said, I like their moveset. There's something to be desired with the fucking vignette thingies, but
yeah, let's hope that ends.
And I like that power bomb, that two-man power bomb. That's pretty cool, man.
Zack Ryder looked good taking it and everything, but
I mean, we can combine that match since it essentially just happened twice.
But then it's going to bring up the sensitive moment with.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Like you said,
I'm ready to acknowledge it and accept it in my life.
The Hype Bros.
R.I.P. the Hype Bros. And I like this because it was bros versus bros.
Now, do you think they're going to give them any time though? Like, do you think it's going to be one match and then it's going to be over? Like, they're going to fight each other, obviously. Hype them.
Yeah.
But do you think it's going to be like a little bit long?
I see Mojo getting taken off TV pretty quickly.
You think Mojo? See, I think Ryder's gonna go.
Well, that's to be said. Yeah. Obviously, like Zack Ryder is never on TV anyways, except for
unfortunately too. He's a crowd favorite.
Yeah,
at least at live events I've known and read. He's like huge.
Yeah, I see things not going well for Mojo.
I don't see things going well for either one of them, to be honest, because I think
they were never on TV.
They're gonna give up on Mojo eventually.
When Ryder was injured, they had plenty of time to put Mojo on TV by himself.
Oh, he won the Andre the Giant battle.
Kiss of fucking death. But yeah, so the second week, second Bros vs. Bros 2.
Another quick one.
Another very quick one.
Yeah, this time it was Zach taking the
Zach
beating.
takes, the shit. I noticed when they did the 2-man powerbomb this time, Rowan
puts his...
he
one had an elbow.
Yeah, Luke had his fucking arm bent, the other one had it out.
One didn't do it correctly.
Yeah.
It looked like he wasn't he didn't have both his hands up to throw him down. He had one hand here and holding the wrist down here. I think it was Harper. I think
it was Harper. Yeah,
and
but Rowan's just so strong that one hand is good for him. You know what I mean?
He even he pushes him up, and you can see his armpit kind of slide out of his hand. So he's actually throwing him up while Zach's jumping and everything. So it's just ooh, but it looks sick, and it's a nice. Power.
Dude, the tag before they hit him with that, where he lariats him in, then throws him forward, and he catches him for that spin move.
Yep, the Alabama slam. No.
That was fucking awesome.
Big Boss Man used to have that as his finishing move. I remember, and I was always that's a cool move because you're just basically spinning and then rock bottom.
Right, right.
But it's
like I said, I love the moveset for the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah, and hopefully when they
get some new fucking gear.
Yeah, and when they start fighting other people, hopefully there's more moves too. I mean, we both know that they're capable of it. Let's just hope they give them time. But like you said, where are they going to go?
I think it's more of a lack of time than
they're going to eventually get somewhere where they're we don't know what to do. Like you said with Braun, he's so good. It's how can we make a match look good?
Then
yeah. It's
and they'll break them up again somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Luke will turn good.
They could be singles. And so Natalya, we talked about Natalya and the Riot Squad. Yeah. So KO and Sami Zayn with the New Day in a lumberjack match. What a fucking shitty waste of the lumberjacks. That could have been used.
I just hated too how they got into it. They got in the ring. They got right out of the ring.
Yeah,
all of them.
Right.
And then I also see Nakamura getting his ass kicked by someone completely ridiculous too. It wasn't Aiden English, but it was someone even worse than Aiden English. And I'm just why is that happening? It's no.
Why are you letting this be on camera?
It's just Nakamura basically looked like he was just come on, we got to get in, we got to get out. That's all. And the guy's just sitting there beating on his back, and I'm this looks so terrible. I'm is this how they're really going to have Kevin and him win somehow and everything? And like you said, I remember lumberjacks back in the day, and it was always fun to see that. Usually it's one side bad, one side good.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be Kevin Owens and them go outside, they get murdered, basically. Yeah. And
the New
all
Day
it was is
touched.
they all just circled them, and it's hey, beat them up. It's no, you put them through a fucking table. You're not going to get disqualified because even if Shane should come out and be continue.
Yeah, keep going, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they got punished, yet they didn't get punished.
Yeah, they definitely did get punished because you give them the roll-up win.
Yeah, exactly. It's ooh, thank you.
Again, the New Day is used as a tool to put someone else over, but New Day.
I hate that. I hate when they use people just because it's you can lose because you look good losing. It's
people don't hate when you lose.
Yeah, it's son of a bitch. And I love the New Day. And the New Day they're just like the Usos. I expect them to eventually go stale on them as well, or not be so high up on them. But they keep making me smile, like we talked about Big E taking the syrup and the pancakes out of his pants and everything. Real. It's just are you kidding me? I would not want to be near that.
I thought the intro alone would make me hate them within a year.
I love Kofi.
Yeah, the fucking unicorn dance and shit. It doesn't get old. It never gets old. Every food product is hilarious to me. Ice cream, pancakes, cereal. It doesn't matter. I want it all.
The pancakes this week was great, though. That was awesome. The little kid in the crowd was expecting a bunch of little cereal things, and he just gets a big pancake smacked on his face. Basically, bitch slapped by a pancake, and he just stares there like he just got hit by a bomb. And they just keep going. There's Big E just going down.
Man.
And I was
did you see when he handed the syrup to Jey Uso and he was like, why is it warm? It's not supposed to be warm.
They work together so good.
Yeah.
Too. At least the Usos can, they're a heel team, but they're not really a heel to me.
Yeah, I don't see them as a heel team.
I mean, now they're just
his age.
Yeah. That's the only thing you can say about them.
Not skip forward too far for them, so we'll talk about Raw for this week.
That's right.
So I was wondering what the fuck was going to happen to the Miz-Taraj.
Yeah.
With the Miz
I wonder
gone.
what's still going to happen to them, if anything's going to happen.
Do you think they'll stick with Elias?
I don't think so, but I can definitely see them making them a tag team and putting them in the division.
Get a little Freebird
But
status.
I mean, they'll be in the division as much. Not Elias with them. I mean, just like Curtis Axel and
okay, and
Bo. But they'll be in the tag team mix, kind of like Lars. I mean, Carl and Anderson and the other gals. They're not in the division. It's only the Shield versus the Bar, basically. They don't have them. Where's even Ryan? I mean, why'd they get Rhino and Slater to bring them over to fuck them over?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to be huge, but it's like, hey, at least have them.
Especially because your tag team division is
And
so
I know,
lacking,
I mean, and still, I mean, they can say, oh, the Hardys are injured, and the not the Ascension, what's the other group there?
the Ascension, the Revival.
The Revival, yeah, they're injured. So it's like, okay, that's why our division sucks. It's like, no, you wouldn't have any time for these people.
Fuck the Revival.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were kind of like an NXT tag team, kind of like the Ascension, where they're good, and then they come up here, and it's like, no one is really caring about them.
My favorite wrestling Photoshop of all time is when someone took their logo, the no flips, just fist, and it's no flips, just hospital trips. You're constantly injured, and it's hilarious.
But I mean, like you were saying, though, I wonder what they're going to do with the Miz Taraj.
Yeah, like I said, I love
He's
Bo.
gone for a while, right? He's
yeah.
gone for at least 2 months or something. Maybe the Rumble he might appear in.
Exactly.
That's about it.
I like Bo.
I like Bo too, and I wish they'd give him a chance.
I believe in Bo. It's gotta suck to watch your brother shine that much, although not that much anymore. But and to have you just flounder.
Well, at least he fucking finally came back to live TV and everything.
Yeah.
And I mean that was a big moment for Raw too and everything. But
Believe in Bo. So yeah, you had.
I like them too.
My
Brian.
favorite quote of the night of that section there actually comes from Roman Reigns, which is he said, "I hope you like Curtis's neck brace there."
Oh yeah, because you're gonna be
no, he said, "I hope you can sing in a neck brace because you're gonna be wearing one later on."
Yeah,
good stuff.
Good
stuff.
And I like them later on too. That was good.
So to continue this stupid fucking, you saw them in tag team. Now watch them in singles.
Oh.
We have Rollins versus Cesaro. What the fuck?
That was a good build.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And these two, I'd rather see these two wrestle than Sheamus and Ambrose. And nothing against Ambrose and that.
Yeah, no
these
doubt.
These two could have put on a better match for me easily.
But they did it.
They don't allow them to. And again, the Shield wins. Surprise, surprise. I'm like, no, Cesaro should kick the shit out of both of those two. Yeah. Even on a 2-on-1 match, Cesaro can kick the shit out of him.
Cesaro's been getting fucked his whole life, man. Indies to WWE, it's just...
Man, I want to see what he looks like without his teeth. I heard he got his teeth redone or whatever. He had to, obviously. But
that's the other thing I hate. That's like...
I hate how he talks with his mouthpiece still.
Yeah, and they're using it to make him a joke now.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
I'm like, no, we don't need another Nakamura on the mic. All right, come on. And that's not knocking Nakamura. I mean, it is. But
so that was a stupid filler match, and I feel like Samoa Joe versus Titus O'Neil was a stupid filler match.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
There's a bit of history there with that. Yeah. This weird kind of feud he's been having with Titus Worldwide.
I like Titus.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a terrible match, but Titus should get better matches than that, where he's just getting his ass kicked.
He didn't necessarily get his ass kicked.
Oh yeah, he got some punches in and everything, and I like that.
I feel like they had him dominate Joe for a little bit.
In the corner, he kept because it's like, and they kept saying like, oh, he's a bigger guy than people think and everything. And Titus is a big ass dude,
yeah, for real,
and he's jacked out of his mind, and he just is better as a manager now, I guess.
Well, how old is Titus now?
Not that old.
No?
Okay, maybe. I mean, he's probably our age.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. He's probably like 34.
I thought he was like 40s.
Oh, God, no. He can't be.
But yeah, I feel like...
He can't be older than Randy Orton.
Young-ass Randy Orton.
Right?
But yeah, like you said, I thought they were going to have more for Samoa on the way back.
Thankfully.
With this return.
Well, thankfully, he's going to get more by the end of the night.
Yeah. But still, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was kind of weird that, Samoa goes from Finn Balor match to that match.
Right, yeah.
And it's just like, what? What? It's like you said, filler.
Filler.
Just ridiculous. And that's what Raw has to do half the time now.
The Absolution Raw Women's thing, we talked about that. How fucking stupid that is.
Stupid name. Where did they even get that name?
Absolution. And like I said earlier, like the Riot Squad sticks in my head.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's clever.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolution is just like, earlier I was like,
Yeah.
what is the fucking name of their group?
It's like Evolution mixed with some other group name. I forget.
I will say the only thing I don't like about the Riot Squad, why have them all come out to
Ruby.
Just Ruby's music?
Yeah, right.
Give them like
just like they do with Paige. And
but that's what I'm saying. Like they should be giving them like a collective entrance.
Can I just say something? With the Shield, with plenty of these, even the New Day, even though they don't do it, I hate when a group surrounds the ring. There's still one place they can go.
Yeah, but that's where the cameraman is.
It's just like, I hate it. And it's just like, they're surrounding the ring. It's like, no, there's one corner still open for me to easily just slide out. And when they make it the ramp, it's kind of easier too. But I'm like, I hate when they do that. At least with Nexus and all these other groups, there's always like, okay, the ring is surrounded.
Yeah,
it's
right.
But I'm not going to get off on that or anything.
Bray and Matt.
I'm surprised how much time they gave that match.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised how much offense they gave Matt, but we found out
like
at the
I
end.
said, the fucking moonsault. The moonsault. I did not expect the moonsault.
I can't remember the last time he did a moonsault in WWE, especially.
I don't think he can. And he tweeted later on the other night, he goes, it was something like, I almost got the spot monkey addiction.
And, like, I've seen him do top rope moves, but usually he'll do, like, a leg drop or an elbow drop.
An elbow, yeah.
And it's just like, okay, that's what and it's like, he's going up back. What is he going to do? Is he going to do, like, a twist of fate or something here? What the fuck? Or not a twist of fate, whisper in the wind or something? And it's like, holy shit, he did. I didn't even remember he could do a backflip. I was like, wasn't it Lita that did this?
Stealing Lita's moves, that's rough.
Right? What's next, a Hurricane Rana?
At the end.
Finally. Well, I hope
I know we talked about it, but
I love it. I can't wait.
I can't wait for the broken gimmick.
I hope. I don't think it's going to be as good as it was.
No,
but
nothing's going to beat the Leader's
still
Decay.
Be good.
Yeah, I have faith. I
mean, half the shit he can still keep, like the delete. I mean, not with the courtship, but just like they can still use, because, I mean, if you don't know, they're going to go with probably a different thing than broken. They're not going with the woken. They're going with the woken, not the broken. They don't want to be like, oh, we're using their thing. So TNA can't, like, say, oh, it's ours.
Somebody explain, well, the way I read it as well, a different explanation of it was if they go back to the indies, he could just go back to using broken. And he's still got, like, a thing. Which I think is cool on the WWE's part, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Looking out for him. Asuka Dana Brooke 2. Woo! First of all, the flip into that armbar was sick. Although it was a 30-second match, that flip into that armbar was fucking sick. And I was fucking right.
It looked like a SWAT team kind of move or something. Just basically, it was just like, holy shit, I feel like I'm watching like a demonstration on like self-defense or something like
sick
this.
Judo.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, squashed again, Dana. Sorry.
I don't know. And I feel like that's bad for Asuka too, though. Just like that's not competition. And you know what? That's going to bore the people that don't know Asuka, like
you might as well have sent us the jobber.
Yeah. Where did Asuka come from? Can I just say right now, so that it's on record, that was all bullshit, I like Kenny Omega. I like the Bullet Club. I was fucking with you just like Twitter.
All right, fine. And that's why I argue with people on Twitter.
I can't stand it because they're way above TNA, by the way. Way above TNA. But
half of the shit's above WWE at this point.
Like, I know the way you tell me about what they do to you on Twitter and the things they say, like how, boy, was you so much. Angry. Yeah, I was just like, I gotta do that.
I told you, I will legitimately.
And I don't blame you. Someone does that to me about something I like, I'd be the same way. I'd be like, fuck you, what the hell?
I legitimately will argue with people on Twitter. On Facebook.
Was it only in 150 characters, though, right?
100. No, now they bumped it up to 275 or something.
Because of Trump, probably. He needs more space.
Oh man, dude, on Facebook, I gotta regulate myself. Like, all right, I will only argue with this person for a half hour, and then I gotta go do shit with my life.
Are you gonna work that down? Though?
I can only argue with this person who doesn't believe in vaccinations for like a half hour. I'm not gonna fucking change this dude's mind. Like, let me find this peer-reviewed study, you sack of shit. Oh man,
is that the same on Twitter though? Do you only give it or do you only give it like maybe 3 tweets?
Twitter, I don't pay attention to as much.
And, I mean, when they're
honestly,
fucking with you on the New Japan.
Honestly,
shit.
It died pretty quick with me arguing on Twitter because the people on Twitter are a new level of crazy.
Yeah, well, like you said to me, there's Facebook, and then there's Twitter.
Yeah, the denizens of Twitter, as I like to call it.
Wait till YouTube shows up.
And like, oh my god, no, there's like kids who like there was this one kid who his whole Twitter was Sting. Everything was about Sting. He had pictures of himself dressed like Sting. There's pictures of him just like standing in his yard, like with a trench coat, like staring off into the distance and shit. And he's calling.
No one can dress like the Crow. Anyone who dresses like the Crow is not allowed into the party.
And he's calling other people marks. And he's shitting on Finn Balor and like all these other people. And I'm just like,
and he's dressed up like Sting, face paint and all.
He's probably at home with a black baseball bat and the gloves, typing on his fucking computer.
He even got the Crow.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ!
God, what was his name? Was it Sting something?
Sting Johnson. He looks like a Johnson to me.
Jesus.
Oh.
So yeah, after that short commercial break, let's get back to this, man. Raw. We're still on Raw because we haven't talked about the main event.
Yeah, Kane and Jason Jordan. Him trying to bitch out of this match was hilarious.
I was thinking of Reigns and Elias.
Not yet.
Yeah, no, yeah. I remember the main event really now is at 10 o'clock on Raw. No, we've talked about that before because that's when people are watching still at the end of the show. No one's watching at 11:05. But that match, again, with Kane and Jordan.
And then when Finn Balor came out, I literally handed my wife the controller and I was like, if you want to watch something else in the next 10 to 15 minutes, go ahead. Yeah. Like, I don't even want to watch this.
No, yeah, you knew it was like... It's like
filler, more filler.
Like filler, and it shouldn't be because it's fucking Finn Balor.
More filler, poor Finn.
It's like at least have Finn get some kicks. And the whole thing with
bust out the fucking makeup.
I hate when Braun Strowman brings out those bottom row of steps all the time because when he does a power slam onto him, he basically just lays them down, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. It looks so terrible. It's like, and if you can't hold Kane, which is kind of weird, which I'm sure Kane was just like awkward on his shoulder, but it's like. You lift the Big Show up and it looks so easy. Yeah. When you lift up Lesnar, when you've lifted up Kane, it looks like they're just uncomfortable with you or something. Because every time it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, let me get him up here. And I'm like, how does he fuck up? And I'm like, I keep forgetting Big Show lost a lot of weight. So I'm thinking like, Big Show's 500 pounds.
Slim
it's like,
show.
and you're lifting him up so much. And,
fucking Slim Show.
But I'm like, that's not against Strowman. But it's like, if you're going to power slam someone on this giant ring step, power slam him. Don't lay him down.
Yeah.
Terrible. That's exactly what happened. And it's like, it's basically when it's like he's 6 inches from the steps, it's like, okay, I'll drop you that much. Yeah. It's like, oh, thank you, my back.
So I guess we'll just skip to SmackDown.
What about Elias and Roman?
Oh, yeah, I forgot you boyfriend.
I just want to, it was a great match. This match should actually be watched by other people because,
like I said,
Elias
I texted you immediately, and I was like, I am surprised of both the time they gave this match and how dominant they made Elias look.
Yeah, that power bomb from the electric chair position.
Yeah,
I was like, oh wow, that was actually good.
That was like a cool little transition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like at first, I was just like he threw Roman Reigns into the turnbuckle, and he was leaning over the buckle, and I was just like, you see Elias like look at him, and I was just like, why is he giving him like a kind of like a look like I'm gonna take you right now, just because that's what he kind of look. He like pushed him, and then he's like. And then, like, went diving for his legs, and I'm like, what the fuck is... And I didn't know what he was doing, too. I was like, oh, he's just doing an electric chair. Okay, once he got him up, and I was like, they did that smoothly, too. Sometimes it can be hard to, like, stand up with that guy on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Reigns held on correctly. Reigns helped with that move a lot, but when he did the flip, the turnaround, and, like, slam, I was like, wow, they actually did that fluidly, too. It's like, that looked good. Not like Roman Reigns' powerbomb when he's like... Like you said, I'm surprised. Like you said, exactly. They gave the match time, which I liked. And it's kind of hard to do with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And it's 5 moves.
5 moves.
So it's like you have to rely on the other guy, and they relied on Elias.
He didn't like cock his wrist 17 times either.
No, I think he only landed one of those Samoan punches.
Superman punches.
Superman punches and everything. But I was just so upset. I wish they would make better moments on Raw. Like, not because I'm a Elias fan. I mean, it is kind of, but have Elias kick out of the first spear. Reigns can still win, but have it more exciting.
Yeah.
Do that for any match. Do that for... Oh, I can't even think of another match.
If you're going to do filler, don't make it a 5-minute shit match.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like...
They could condense 2 of those matches and give us a decent 15, 20-minute match. You know
yeah, exactly. I mean? And I think it sucks that Roman Reigns is the only guy that has like a finisher that you can't kick out of.
Yeah.
Like even Cena now has to do like 3 AAs.
Yeah.
And fucking AJ has to hit like 4 elbows and everything, then do his...
Dude,
Styles thing.
Plus the kick, the Pele kick and shit. Like, oh, man.
But no, Roman Reigns, your spear, which you don't even spear the guy, you kind of just jump and grab them. It's like, okay, at least Goldberg speared the dude.
It was like an Edge spear.
Yeah.
Edge kind of did that.
Exactly, yeah. He just, once you touch him, it's like, just go down.
Yeah.
It's not like, all right, you're going to move back a little bit. It's, don't gore me.
Gore.
He was the king of the spear, I thought, but...
Most definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
People say Goldberg, but...
No. Goldberg's had a good spear, but...
Yeah, Rhino.
Rhino was like another level.
It's murderous.
Yeah, exactly.
So SmackDown, Randy versus KO. I didn't catch much of this match. Give me your...
It wasn't as impressive as it should have been.
No?
But, I mean, I'm not surprised. I knew once they got out of the ring, I knew what was going to happen because it's like, oh, they're not at ringside. Guess who's going to come out and interfere?
Right.
Yeah. And of course, Corey Graves getting fed it in his ear probably is just to mention, like, because it's like Baron Saxon, I think, was like, he's not supposed to be out here, blah, blah, blah. They're not at ringside anymore. And it's like, we all saw this coming.
Right.
It's like, I want
that was like Survivor Series. Their interference was so horribly foreshadowed over and over.
Exactly.
It was just like, yeah, all right, we knew this was going to happen.
And like Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, I feel like can actually produce a good storyline for us if they had time. Like, and even not to go back to Raw, but Curtis Axel has the neck brace on, and Roman Reigns wasn't going to attack him, and then he did. You saw that, right? That match. Something WWE used to do is like the next week, Curtis Axel has a 250 feet restraining order on Roman Reigns because I'm injured and you still attacked me or something.
Yeah.
Just stupid things like that. I like that. That's cool. That's funny. It's like, oh, no, I mean, not 250 feet, but like 25 feet. So, he just has to walk around with that. And it's like, oh, something to use. And then, Roman Reigns gets someone to beat the shit out of Curtis Axel or get him out of the way. And it's cool. But I feel like they don't do that. And someone like Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, I feel like they both can go off script and be good.
Yeah, especially Kevin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're not gonna do anything bad. Like Kevin might say a bad word that Vince doesn't like, but I mean, it's not gonna be anything that's gonna be like ruin his reputation or anything. But I miss that shit. And SmackDown, like I said to you on the way here, it's getting a little. It's not. I still like it a lot more than Raw.
Yeah,
but it's slowly.
Yeah, it's not like pay-per-view level matches.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like since the pay-per-view for them is so close, they never have any storyline time to build up to this or anything.
Right.
Like the only match that we know of is
every
Mahal
two
and
weeks in AJ.
Exactly. And it's just like, what the hell? It's like you just finished SmackDown. You're still people are still fighting on SmackDown because of Survivor Series Backlash, and it's like you should have just cut it last week, and now it's time to start stories for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
No wonder they need writers at WWE because they can't write shit. But
oh man.
It's still decent.
The AJ and the Singh brothers.
Yeah. I wish they'd give the Singh brothers more opportunity.
They were so good as the Bollywood boys.
They were. I love them as the Bollywood boys.
Were they in 205 Live as a tag?
I'm not sure if they came right to WWE, like right up to SmackDown.
No, I think they were.
They weren't in NXT. I don't remember.
I think they were 205 Live for like a month or two.
Well, that's why I didn't know them.
They were the Bollywood boys. But they were good as the Bollywood boys.
I remember them from the indie scenes and everything. Yep.
They're good heels, man.
And they're great wrestlers, I thought. I mean, they work well together. Another tag team that can work well together.
Yeah.
Have moves together. Not their finisher and your finisher and boom, there's a move. Dean
Dude,
Ambrose.
AJ Styles clashing one onto
That
the other.
was sick.
That was pretty sick.
I like when they do finishing moves off the top rope. It's
a
like,
fan of
oh, they're going up top.
I was a fan of that shit.
Yeah. Do you think they would have done it if he wasn't landing on the other dude? Like if he was just going to the mat? Because that's going to be a harder hit.
Off the top rope?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'd rather land on someone than land on the mat if I'm going to do, especially that way, where it's just like I'm basically falling. Like,
oh, do
like
you
that.
mean would he have taken it off the top rope if he wasn't landing?
oh, well,
on
I was
somebody
saying,
else?
like, what would you rather? Would you rather land? What do you think's better, landing on the mat from the Styles Clash off the top rope, or landing on his brother?
I feel like the mat is a flat surface, and
Yeah.
you know what's happening with the mat.
Yeah.
Whereas when you get dropped onto somebody else,
But someone you trust and know.
but still your bodies are gonna like fold over
That
each other.
mat is
and
just.
shit.
I think I'd rather land on him.
Though
Because
the way
softer.
yeah.
I feel like, and like
I
my
just
knees
feel
aren't
like
the knees is always the worst part for me. My knees are terrible, so like whenever I see them hit their knees first on like the mat to like stop themselves, I'm always like, ee. It's like no, I won't be able to walk. These people are getting right up.
But yeah, I was sad to see him turn on the Singh brothers.
Yeah, and I hate that it's like they're gonna be off TV or something.
That's what I'm saying. They're just I don't have
I
hope
wonder
for
if
them
they're just
using
giving
them.
up on Jinder Mahal altogether now, because I think they have one more like India.
tour.
Yeah, exactly. Tour.
Oh,
But so I'm like, I wonder if they're giving up on him. I wonder if they're gonna have AJ be the title for now until they like figure something out.
I feel like I've heard so many old timers speak very highly of him that he'll stick around.
Yeah.
pretty much.
As long as nothing comes up about
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's Vince
I'm
is holding
wondering.
that in his pocket until
Exactly.
he's like, you know what, you fucked me over. Guess what's going in the media today? Boom, goodbye.
He's like,
Suspended.
Mr. McMahon, I'd like to talk about
Right, it's just like a red letter. It's like, it's like, never mind.
I have a
I'll be
feeling we'll
good.
see that once the India tours are over. We'll see if suddenly the wellness violations pop up.
You'll see him go down to like Baron Corbin level, or it's like
Yeah.
mid card.
It's the mid card, guys.
Where has Ty Dillinger been, by the way?
Oh, my perfect 10.
Yeah. That's another
Trying to
guy.
think of
That's
the
another
last time-
NXT guy.
When's the last time we saw Ty Dillinger?
I think it was like an invasion. Like one of the, not the invasions, the, what the hell did Shane call it there? Siege. Under Siege.
He was
One,
in
like,
one of
Raw
the
and-
Fashion Files too, wasn't he? The
That's
Stranger
right.
Things one.
Wait, was he in? It was Stranger Things that he was in, definitely. He wasn't in the Saw one. I was just thinking someone walked in.
Yeah. That sucks though.
I love Ty Dillinger. That's, I wish you could
RIP
ask to go back to
RIP
NXT
Ty
then if you're
Dillinger.
not going to use me on SmackDown kind of thing. 'Cause it's just like, what the fuck? I'll go to because you know he's probably at every live event wrestling.
Yeah,
but
for
then
real.
it's TV time. And it's nope.
Yeah.
And it's like
Sorry.
I'd rather see him. I mean, I like the Hype Brothers, but I'd rather see him tag with someone else that I might not get to see a lot, like Bobby Roode. Although he's starting to get a beef with Baron Corbin now.
Yeah,
So.
that's kind of weird. For
Yeah,
me.
and like I said, I want Bobby Roode to be heel because I love him as a heel. He was always a heel to me.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's just like he can be a dick, and the glorious thing works still when you're a dick because it's just like I'm still glorious.
The New Day versus Gable and Benjamin. Yeah. I'm not completely sold on Gable and Benjamin.
I'm not
this
at
point.
all, and I like both of the guys.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, no doubt.
Like Shelton Benjamin, I hope like got told he was gonna be put in a tag team right away because it's like when he was coming, I'm sure he was probably like, oh, at least maybe I'll get a little singles push and push to like someone like him was like getting title shots maybe.
Yeah,
That's it, fighting for the like TV time. So he's still on there, not turning into Ty Dillinger, where it's I'm a live event kind of guy.
Jesus. But yeah, the pancakes again. I was
Why is it
laughing
warm?
my ass off.
Why is it warm?
Why is this? It shouldn't be warm. It's not supposed to be warm.
And for some reason, I'm still hating Corey Graves on the Raw and SmackDown.
You know what it is?
I don't like the flip flopping.
Thank you. I know he's trying to be this like new hybrid,
Yep.
but it's weird the people that he
Stick.
picks
Yeah.
to support and not support.
Yeah, how like him and Cole switch on Elias.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just leave it that Corey likes him. It makes more sense.
Right.
But no, we have to all of a sudden. And, even when Enzo was a good guy, he hated Enzo.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, that makes sense and everything. And now it's like, he still hates Enzo. And it's like, wait, he's a bad guy, so you're supposed to like him now.
I think him and Enzo have serious beef, like real life.
I think
beef.
a lot of people have beef with Enzo.
Yeah.
I think Cass was really the only reason Enzo didn't get his ass
Poor
pushed
Cass.
around more.
You think we'll see him early 2018?
I wonder what they're gonna do with him. Are they gonna give him the push they were talking about? I don't see it.
Yeah, where do you stick him?
But
right now?
if I see Cass, I want to see an improvement. Anyways, his wrestling was terrible.
Just knocking people.
Like,
over
I think
the
I'd
road.
rather watch his wife or his girlfriend wrestle than him, and that's not saying much. Like, Carmella is the worst wrestling
Jesus.
female out there
Yeah,
on
yeah.
WWE right now. I
Main
think.
roster,
Even
yeah.
the jobbers are better than her.
So I wanted to talk to you. This whole Daniel Bryan Shane thing. Where do you think this is leading?
Yeah, that's confusing me. Like, the whole thing, even before, when it was just like, we need to have a talk after Survivor Series, I'm like, is this relationship breaking up? It's like, who could fire who? Obviously, Shane would be the one to fire him.
Yeah.
But it's like, you wouldn't want to do that because just like Daniel said this week, it's like, I'm the guy you wanted to give opportunities and all this shit. And I like Daniel Bryan as the GM. I like him better than Kurt Angle as a GM.
Yeah, agree.
Nothing against Angle. I
him
like
better than
Angle.
Shane.
Yeah. But the whole thing, like Shane, I wish he'd be more like his sister, like not be there as much. I like Shane. But, I mean, we didn't want him in the Survivor Series match.
like I
not
said,
at all. Fuck that.
Like I said, it's an ego thing, I think. And
exactly.
he just wants to stick himself into
I see
something.
it too as...
He's trying to be another Vince.
Exactly. But I also think Vince is pushing him to be another Vince.
Yeah.
I think so. Like, Shane, I can see him coming back was 50-50. Like, Vince wanted him back. No one got, like, the upper hand on the other McMahon. Because that's the whole reason why he left,
Yeah.
I believe. It was just, he didn't want to be known as Vince's boy. Like, he got everything because of Vince. Even though, like, he got money from Vince and shit to start his company over in Japan and all this shit, still, he wanted to make his own name. And now I feel like Vince, being the person that he is, which is, I mean, it's true, a racist, a sexist, and he is God. He doesn't want Stephanie McMahon in charge of WWE.
No.
He doesn't. Because after Stephanie, it goes to 3 daughters. Vince is a sexist. He's like, no, they're going to run it into the ground. Shane has 3 boys.
Yeah.
Not to mention, it's like, the only argument is Triple H, which I was surprised by. He's done a great job what he's done.
Yeah, definitely.
But to get to Shane and everything, it's like, and Daniel Bryan, it's like, what is this point, though? What are they? They're not going to have a match. That's obvious.
I think the most epic thing would be if the WWE doctors did finally clear him and
You
they
think?
wrestled. But I don't think that's
I
going to
can
happen.
see them doing that for SummerSlam because that's right when his contract is up.
Yeah.
And then people like WWE's probably hoping like, all right, it comes out bad. Like I'm not hoping. I wish no injury on Daniel Bryan or anything. Like he is one of those guys like Stone Cold. You could take one bad hit and you're fucking paralyzed. And you just had a kid too, so that would suck.
Yeah.
I don't want to wish that on anyone, even people I hate. But it's like that's what WWE I think will do with Daniel Bryan. They'll wait till the very end where they're like, you can have a match finally, and then he has a match, but he doesn't feel good afterwards. He's not injured or anything. He's like my body is telling me I can't do this, and he stays on with WWE. But like Shane and him, what is it going to come down to? Are they going to just like keep going at each other like? You were wrong to do this. You were wrong to do that.
Yeah, it's just bickering.
Okay, well, I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I can see is maybe Shane suspending him for like a couple weeks so Daniel can go away with Nikki somewhere. Or Bree.
yeah. I could
Not
see it
Nikki.
coming
That'd be
to that,
kind of
yeah.
weird. They all like kind of like Ambrose, how he was on his honeymoon. It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that was kind of random, Michael Cole. Thanks. It's like, what are you gonna say that like Baron Corbin's not here this week because he's at Baskin Robbins? It's like, okay,
He's eating Chipotle.
yeah, exactly.
He got double meat and guac.
And then he got Chipotle away. Blood in your son. Never mind.
But you still eat it?
Why do you still eat it?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is it for this week's.
I just say we'll mention the classic match we're gonna have next week. We'll talk about that. The Rock versus Mankind in the I Quit match for January '98. I think,
yes.
right?
Yep.
Royal Rumble. We're gonna review that match. So if you guys want to watch it before, we'll obviously have it. We'll be watching it, little clips in the background and everything.
And you can watch it with us and listen to our weird comments.
Please
about it.
give us our comments. Comment on everything.
Like
Tell us you
Facebook.
hate me. I don't mind as long as you come.
Hate mail is better than no mail, baby.
Yeah, right?
All right, we will see you guys next week. Peace.
Thank you.